everybody, this is a quick tutorial on how to design your yearbook page. Once you get to the website that I sent to you earlier, you're going to click on job number 883380, staff with a capital S, and then Georgia 17, or GA 17, sorry. Once you're into the program, you're going to click on Plan. The pages will load. This is a layout of the yearbook itself. You'll notice that each page has a title. So I'm going to scroll down until I find Miss Ross's page because she's asked me to design hers. Once the page is open, I want to make sure that I have just her page showing. Sometimes it'll open in a way like this where I see two pages side by side, and it makes it very difficult to work. So make sure that you change your view to where you're just looking at one page. Once you've done that, you're going to come over here to the right side and click on Images, and I'm going to make sure that I am looking at the backgrounds. If it doesn't say background, then I would click on this pull down bar and find it here. But since they are there, I'm going to just go ahead and choose the top one. I'm going to click on it and drag it over. Once I get it over to the page will turn green. That'll let me know that I have it in place. When I let go, it may take it a second, but it should turn to the background. I should be able to see it. And if your internet connection is fairly quick, it'll do it pretty immediately. Mine here at home is very slow, so I'm having some challenges with it. It may also be the website itself because it's been doing it all day. While I'm waiting for the background to show up, I'm going to go ahead and add a title to my page. When I clicked on the A, you'll notice it dropped a box right here in the middle of the page, which is not where I want it. So I'm going to move that up to the top, if I can get my arrows. Trying to get it to give me 4 arrows so that I can move. There it went. And I'm going to drag it up to this area at the top of the page. And then I'm going to pull it all the way across so that it'll be like a header on the page. I'll center it in a second. I want to get rid of all those Latin words. I think it's Latin. I'm going to highlight everything and just hit backspace or enter. No, hit backspace. Let's try that. Then I want to come over to Format. And here you'll see kind of what you would see in a Word document. You see the font choices, change the font to a certain size, change the font to a certain color, and where you want it centered, you want it to the right, to the left, bold. It also gives you choices for the box itself. So any of this up here is going to deal with the box around the font. So if I hit Fill, it'll make the whole box, let's try black or whatever color that is. And then the color of the font I would change here. So I'm going to make it a light blue. Then I'm going to choose a font. And again, my internet is extremely slow. So this should not take more than about 15 minutes of your time. But I'm waiting very patiently. And like I said, it could be the website itself because it did it at school today and it's doing it now. So I'm just going to click something. It keeps going back. So anyway, go ahead and pick something. I do want to change the size, usually about 44 or 48 is what works. I'm going to label it Miss. There goes my backdrop, finally showed up. Miss Ross's first grade. Okay, if I don't like the way that looks, I can come back over here and change it to whatever I want. So if it's highlighted, I can change the font. Again, there, you can see it change into new fonts. After I have done that, again, anything that I do over here, I can come back over here and change it. So as long as I highlight the box, come back over here and change it. So let's say I'm done with that so far. Now I don't like that this is so blank. So I'm going to click on Images. I'm going to go back here where it says Clip Art, and I'm going to choose one of the categories. You could spend hours going through and looking at all these categories. So I'm just going to pick Miscellaneous for now. And once they load, I'm going to drag one over just to show you how that works. And that will pretty much be all you need to know. Everything else you should be able to navigate and figure out on your own. The most important thing is, I know a lot of you are used to working with Google, and Google saves automatically. This program does not. So you need to make sure that before you leave the program that you have saved, because if you don't, all that work that you just did will be gone. I'm inserting that picture. You can't see it yet, of course, but at least you get the gist of how to do it. Again, I'm very sorry for this terrible, terrible version, but at least it gives you something to go on. Here is the Save button. Once you hit Save, everything you've done is there and cannot be changed, or will not be changed unless you go back in and change it yourself. When you are completely finished, please let me know, and I will go in and say that the page is complete, and I will lock it so no one can get to it. Thank you for taking the time to design your page, and if you have any problems, please let me know. Thanks.